If you've been on YouTube for a while, you'll probably remember the dark web mystery box opening trend. Even if you didn't watch them, you probably heard about them in some capacity. Maybe one of your favorite creators made a video about them. Maybe they popped up in your feed and you kept scrolling. Maybe you randomly checked out one and it wasn't for you. Or maybe you were an avid watcher. The point is, you've probably heard of them. It might seem silly now, but in its time and for the right audience, it is inherently compelling content. Most people are only vaguely familiar with what the dark web is anyway and are under the impression it's dangerous. So the idea that these renegades of YouTube are ordering these mysterious boxes from this potentially dangerous place to unbox on camera for your entertainment makes for some pretty fascinating content. And the numbers back that up. Millions upon millions of views for these videos. Now, I didn't pay much attention to the trend when it was hot, but for whatever reason recently, I've become fascinated with what made some creators so successful and others unsuccessful. Well, I believe I've cracked the code. Popped the hood, so to speak, on these dark web mystery box videos and really figured out what made them work and what the ones that didn't work were lacking. And I've narrowed it down to 6 key ingredients. So today we're going to talk about what I believe are the 6 key ingredients to a successful dark web mystery box video so that you too, that's right, you, can jump on the trend 2 years late, should you so desire. Probably don't. Probably don't do that. Do sit back and enjoy the video though, because it's happening right now.
Number 1.
The first key ingredient goes into the video before we even get to the box, and that's the intro. The intro of your video is very, very important. The first part of the intro is crucial. What you need to do is set the tone. Explain to the viewer what the dark web is, how mysterious it is, how dangerous it is, how you can buy drugs and guns and human beings and anything you want on the dark web, and it can't be traced back to you. You gotta really up how ominous and vast and mysterious and dangerous it is so that you put your viewer in the right frame of mind to understand what a risk you're taking for their entertainment. Once you've got them where you want them, then it's time to explain why this particular opening, why this specific box,
it's the most messed up mystery box that I've ever received,
is the most disturbing, grossest, most dangerous, insert adjective here, box you've ever opened, and that they're going to want to stay to the end to see why. And if you really want to get spicy about it, you can throw up a warning on the screen to let them know they should probably just click away now. They probably can't handle how disturbing the contents of this box are, so it's probably best that they just skip this video. Bonus points if you ask for likes and comments before you even start opening the box.
I'm not going to tell you how much this mystery box cost me. I'm actually going to ask you guys in the comment section, take a wild guess.
Number 2.
One of the things the YouTube algorithm favors very heavily is engagement, and the earlier in the life of a video you can start to generate engagement, the more likely that video is to be successful, which brings us to our second key ingredient, early engagement farming. You want to start provoking comments on your video right away, and there's a few very effective methods of doing so, including but not limited to, not wearing gloves.
I don't have any gloves today.
This is a surefire way to guarantee some engagement, as it appeals to several different demographics. You have the people who are convinced that what you're doing is real and are genuinely concerned for you as a human being and just want you to be safe moving forward. You have the edgier crowd who loves any opportunity to leave a snarky comment about anything a YouTuber does, especially if that thing is dumb or incorrect. And then you have the incredulous crowd who simply can't believe this guy would open a dark web mystery box without gloves? The second one we're going to talk about is a really good one because it's a never-ending resource. You can start using it early in the video, but stretch it all the way to the end, and that's playing oblivious. Similar to the first method, you have the people who are genuinely invested and believe what you're doing is real, and are just happy to have any opportunity to help you out, to give you a little bit of information that maybe you need to understand better what you're pulling out of these boxes. It gets the snarkier crowd involved again, as it's a prime opportunity to rip on them for not knowing something or getting something wrong. It especially takes advantage of the know-it-all YouTube commenter that we haven't talked about yet, but these people can't wait for an opportunity to condescend to the creator and other commenters about this thing they know that they can't believe no one else knows. And then of course just the straight up meme lords who look for any excuse to be shitty in the comment section of any video. And the last method of early engagement farming, but certainly not the least, just blatantly asking. This one's great because it can go hand in hand with playing oblivious.
It's some sort of liquid in really small bottle. If any of you have any ideas, literally just comment down below.
It's important to remember that these are not live. There's plenty of time between recording the video and uploading it to YouTube for them to do their own research and answer these questions and solve these mysteries and put that information in the video for the viewer. But then how are they going to farm comments?
Someone figure this out in the comments? What is this?
And I want to be clear here, I'm not saying this is inherently a bad thing. A lot of YouTubers, myself included, really enjoy interacting with their viewers in the comments section. And depending on a wide array of circumstances, sometimes it's perfectly reasonable to ask for comments at the beginning of your video. It's just a little aggravating when it's as transparent as it tends to be in the dark web mystery box videos. It seems much less about community interaction and much more about feeding the YouTube algorithm. But hey, what do I know?
Number 3.
Arguably the most important metric when it comes to the YouTube algorithm is watch time. The longer people watch your video, the longer you're keeping them on the platform, the more YouTube is going to reward you for doing so. You must figure out a way to get people to sit through this typically long-form content for as absolutely long as possible. That being said, one of the first few items you pull out of that box needs to be a flash drive.
We're going to take a look at this really quick, and I feel like we should probably pop this in a computer and see what actually it contains.
On rare occasion, an SD card is acceptable, but it really needs to be a flash drive, and I think that has a lot to do with the potential risk involved. It's much more dangerous to stick a flash drive in your computer than it is to look at the contents of an SD card. It's also far more likely that your viewers are going to be much more familiar with the concept of a dangerous flash drive from hacker movies and such than they will an SD card and what that even is. The key to the flash drive is that it needs to come out of the box early but not be addressed again until the end of the video, or in more extreme cases used as a tool to guide people to your Patreon, where you'll reveal the contents of the flash drive exclusively for members. Again, not inherently a bad thing. I don't think having content exclusively for your Patreon members is a bad thing, nor do I think it's bad to promote it in that fashion. It's just a fine line you have to walk or you're going to seem manipulative, and unfortunately more often than not in these dark web videos, that's kind of how it's felt.
Number 4.
Our fourth key ingredient is to completely forget everything you know about everything.
So we have this thing, nice little metal box.
Oh, is it a typewriter?
It's some sort of stuffed animal.
Confusion can be a tricky expression for the unseasoned actor, and you'll notice that in any setting that calls for any level of confusion, it tends to get drastically overblown.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's where this freaking sour smell is coming from. Jesus Christ, what is this?
There aren't many things more inherently confusing or disturbing than opening a dark web mystery box. But in an attempt to seem convincing, these amateur actors end up expressing confusion about every single aspect of the box. Bubble wrap? What the hell is this stuff? A padlocked box and a key? How the fuck am I supposed to get in there? A knife? What is this, some sort of sharp object used for cutting up dead bodies? The good news for you is that you can't overdo the confusion because you win either way. Either you convince people that you're genuinely confused about everything, or you farm a bunch of comments talking about how silly it is that you're confused over bubble wrap.
Number 5.
The fifth key ingredient is kind of an interesting one. It's a bit of a spice blend, if you will. It's made up of 3 different behaviors that I thought went well enough together that they deserve to be talked about, but didn't deserve to be their own categories individually, so we're calling this the dark web mystery box Trinity. The first behavior on the list is to cough and or gag at something in the box.
If anyone knows what that is, please tell me, because...
It doesn't even so much matter that you make it clear what the smell is or where it was coming from specifically, but there needs to be a big overreaction to something in the box, followed by gagging and coughing. If you don't have this in your video, you might as well not even upload it. The second behavior is to spend just a little bit too much time on any item in the box that gives you the opportunity to do so. You pulled out a list of 30 names? You better read 21 of them. Find an old phone with some voice notes that consist solely of Morse code beeping? Better listen to every single second of all of them and pretend you have no idea it's Morse code. Pulled a vibrating butt plug out of a box?
Don't know what that is.
Deploy ingredient number 4 and really spend some time handling it and pretending like it didn't come out of your own nightstand.
Oh my God, no way.
The more time you can spend on each item, the better. The last behavior in the dark web mystery box Trinity is perhaps the most important of all. It's to try and make sure that you cover all of your bases with the box. There needs to be something in the box for everybody. The more bases you cover, the more likely you are to hold the attention of the masses. Something creepy, something dangerous, something mysterious. Something needs to have blood on it. There needs to be a weapon of some sort. There must be a doll or a piece of a doll. sometimes with blood on it and a weapon involved. Something that's locked, potentially with clues scattered throughout the box to pique the interest of Scooby-Doo and the gang. Perhaps a piece of clothing to indicate that someone was kidnapped or murdered for the murder mystery lovers. You get the point. Why stick with a central theme for the box and narrow down your audience when you could put individual items in the box that will appeal to individual different groups of people?
Number 6.
The final key ingredient in the recipe for a successful dark web mystery box video is the editing. You can take the most mundane task and make it incredibly suspenseful and dramatic with the right editing. Having the right background music and ambient noise and swells, hits, visual effects can really raise the stakes in your dark web mystery box video. Pulling a pack of wet wipes out of a box is boring, unless there's a little eerie piano playing in the background.
Wet ones.
Then it's spooky. Now, it's one thing for me to sit here and toot my own horn and tell you I've cracked the code, but it means nothing if I don't back it up. So I decided to put my theory to the test and make my own dark web mystery box video. Enjoy. Hey everybody, what's going on? Today we're doing something a little bit different than we've ever done before. We went onto the dark web, and if you've never heard of the dark web, it's a version of the internet that most people can't access. Most people don't have access to this internet. It's actually illegal to even be on it. And this is where people go to buy drugs, obtain firearms, hire hitmen, anything you can think of you can do on the dark web and get away with it because it can't be traced in either direction. It's completely anonymous. Everything's paid for with cryptocurrency. It's a really bad place. You'll see some things that you don't want to see if you make your way onto the dark web. So I would advise that you don't try to recreate what you're seeing in this video. What I've done is I've ordered a box full of mystery items from the dark web. I don't know who sent me this box. I don't know what's in this box. I don't know what's gonna happen when I open this box, but I wanna entertain you guys, so this is what we're doing today. So let's go ahead and get into it. Here is our box. Here is our box that we ordered from the dark web. I'm gonna go ahead and take my knife and get it open. I'm gonna put a lot of tape on this thing. Wow, a lot of tape. Some sort of clear, sticky material that's keeping the box shut. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what they've done here. Okay, all right, no, we're making it work. We're getting in here. Wow. Oh, God. What the? Oh, wow. Okay, all right. Where do I do it? Okay, I'm gonna move this to the side. You know what? There's a lot of, that might be blood. I'm not sure that might be blood. I'm gonna lay down a towel because I don't wanna ruin my counter. Okay, now that the counter's laid down, we're protected. Let's go ahead and see. Before I start pulling stuff out of this box, I wanted to give you guys a heads up so that you could leave if you wanted to before you started seeing it. The items in this box are by far the most disturbing things I've ever seen. I'm not getting any sleep. I'm afraid to leave my house. I don't even turn the lights off in my house anymore. I cannot relax. So if you've got a weak stomach or you don't like things that are scary, as much as it benefits me for you to stay and watch the video, I'm gonna have to suggest that you click away and find something happier and more pleasant to watch, because this shit is crazy. It is unbelievably sadistic, the things that were in this box. So basically, I'm going to make it mandatory that you click away from the video now. I absolutely forbid you to watch the rest of this video. But if you decide to stay, which you shouldn't, because I just told you you're actually legally not allowed to stay. If you decide to stay, I can't be held responsible for what it does to you. But again, you can't stay because it's against the law, because that's, I don't make the rules. Unfortunately, if I made the rules, I'd say you could stay if you wanted to stay, because I think people should get to make their own decisions, but I'm telling you that I'm deciding for you that you can't stay. So do with that information what you will. What we've got, before we get into it, guys, I would like you to guess what I'm gonna pull out of this box down in the comments below. Be sure to like and subscribe as well. Just guess anything that you think I'm gonna pull out of this box. It could literally be anything, I have no idea. All right, first we've got this piece of paper. I don't even think that's a word. It says Dolus. I think it just says the word Dolus on it. D-O-L-U-S. I'm pretty sure that's not a word. If anybody knows what this means, let me know in the comments down below. I'm pretty sure, I've never seen that before. I'm gonna move this over here to the side. Yeah, if anybody knows what that means, let me know in the comments down below. I can't believe. What the? Is that some sort of vegetable? Maybe an apple? I'm not sure. Maybe a really old, I don't know, some sort of old racquetball. Looks like there's a bruise on it. Looks like there's a really bad bruise on it. It kind of still has a little bit of bounce to it. I'm not sure. Maybe this is just a really worn out racquetball of some sort. I don't really know. I'm gonna move this over here to the side as well. We've got some gloves. Oh, they're wet, dude. Why are they wet? They're really small and wet and dirty. They're small, really small. And for some reason they're wet. I don't know. It stinks really bad. Smells like toe hair, I think. Which is weird because it's a glove, and I think traditionally people wear these on their hands, and these are very small, and I don't know why they're wet. Yeah, definitely wet. I'm not sure if anybody knows why there would be wet, dirty, small gloves in this box. If anybody has any idea what that means, be sure and let me know down in the comments, okay? Maybe they're not even gloves. I don't know. I'm gonna move these over here to the side. What is this? We've got some strange box. There's something in it. Do you hear that? There's something in it. Do you hear that? There's something in it. Wonder what's in here. Is it gonna be teeth? Chicken feet? Oh, we got a thing on the bottom. It says collections. Buy collections. And there's a phone number. If anybody knows what this phone number is, let me know in the comments. I can see the numbers here, but I don't know what it's for. So if you know what it is, let me know in the comments. Oh. What? Okay. There's a flash drive and a note stuck to the bottom. It's too dark here. I'll show you here. There's a note in the bottom. It says, in too deep. In what too deep? This box isn't even that deep. I don't understand what that could mean. I'm pretty sure that's, yeah, it's not a deep box. So I don't know how I could be in too deep. There's no way I could even fit in there. I do have this flash drive though. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set it to the side and take a look at that later. You're gonna wanna stick around for that. I'm just gonna pull out the next thing I find. We've got some sort of like curved, it's very old looking, feels like metal. And it's got it's almost like there's a bowl on the end of a metal stick. Yeah, it looks like it's been burned. Why would anybody put a lighter under this? What would that accomplish? It says Fiji? F-I-J-I. Fiji. Try to let you see that. Fiji. Why are there so many things in this box that are words that aren't words? We had Dolus from earlier, which if you know what that means, let me know in the comments. Now we've got Fiji on this very small, I wonder if it has anything to do with the small wet gloves. If we take the glove and we fashion it around as though there's a hand in it, it's almost like it's holding it. And I'm not really sure what that means, but yeah, that's what we've got so far. We have this big picture here, and There's red. Don't know if you can see it very well here. There's red writing on it. This is very interesting. I'll try to show you. So I'll explain what I'm looking at here. It seems to be a group of people in some sort of uniform. This is red writing. I don't know. I don't want to say it's blood, but it definitely looks and smells like blood. And tastes like blood. And we've got an arrow pointing to this person, and it says Coco. K-O-K-O, I don't know what that means. Over here we've got a crack in the glass, and it looks like something was written in blood, but the crack was already here, so the blood has run down into it, and there's X's across these three people's face. Then we've got another arrow pointing at this person, and their name, I guess their name is Mo. I guess this is Mo, and then these people, I'm not real sure about it, and then I guess this is Coco. I don't know, this picture looks like it was taken probably 250 plus years ago, I would guess. There's nothing on the back. I'm not real sure what this could be. Maybe it's a sports team of some sort. Maybe this was a uniform for some sport back in ancient times. I don't know. I'm very curious about the three X's here. And then Mo is this gentleman, and then I guess Coco is this gentleman. And I'm not sure why there's nothing identifying these people, but maybe I'll set this over here. Maybe we'll come back to that in a little bit. Maybe this, I don't know. I feel like that, I don't know. It's confusing. What do we have? We've got a little rock, a little colorful rock. A little colorful rock. I think it's a crystal. I think it might be a crystal of some sort. Doesn't smell like anything. I'm not even sure why I sniffed it. Again, not real sure. I've heard a lot of interesting things about crystals. They can contain a lot of energy. I've heard that they can hold a lot of data, weirdly enough, but I'm not really even sure what I would do. I'm not equipped to extract data from a crystal, so let's move right on. We've got a little. It feels electronic. Has colorful buttons on it. Maybe a game of some sort. Maybe a more advanced Simon Says game. It's not lighting up when I push anything. It won't control anything in here. Nothing. I got nothing for that. Got a paper towel with some sort of red stain on this paper towel. Also blood. I think also blood. Maybe the same blood written on the photo we took out. That's pretty gross. That's pretty gross. Pretty gross if I'm gonna be honest. What do we have here? We've got this little pouch of some sort. There's something hard inside. Hear that? You hear that? There's something really hard inside. Let's see what this could be. Oh, it's a, I don't really know. I don't really know what this is. I don't think I've seen anything like this. There's a piece of metal sticking out here. There's a little divot in the metal here as well. You push on this. Oh, it just moved a little bit. What did I do? What did I do that made that move? Oh, it comes out. I don't know. Oh, that's sharp. Oh, you know what? This kind of reminds me of like a kitchen knife that I have. it's similar. It's dull on one side, and then on the other side, it's really sharp. And when I'm cooking, I'll use it to slice vegetables or, you know, things of that nature. So maybe this is some sort of, it folds up, theoretically. I can't get it to go back in. What does this piece of metal do? Does it pull it out as well? Oh, okay, I push it. And then for some reason this moves again and then this goes back in. Okay, so this folds up. I don't know, maybe like a portable knife. Is that a thing? I'm not sure if that's a thing. Maybe someone in the comments knows something about a portable, I'm gonna call it a portable knife for now, because I don't know what else to call it. But you let me know if you know better than I know what that is, okay? What do we have here? We've got a few, oh, there's like a wet stain in the bottom of the box. What is this? This is wet. This is soaking wet. Okay, it's a little, why is it wet? The same like sticky plastic that was keeping the box closed is also keeping this closed. I'll show you up here in the light as well. It's just a little glass vial, and it's, I guess I'm gonna try to get this sticky plastic off of it and see what's in here. Why would someone just send me a random vial of some sort of kind of thick liquid? I'm not entirely sure. Let's just, oh, okay. You know what? I think that might be blood also. I think that might be blood. Why is there so much blood in the box? Who sends a box full of bloody items? Okay, I don't know what to do with this. Am I gonna get in trouble for having this? Okay. I'm gonna just bunch this up for now, and I'm gonna put it over here, actually. Okay, what do we have here? We've got some sort of rope with a bunch of small beads on it and then a really big bead that hangs, and they all look like eyes. They sort of look like eyeballs. I like that sound. Listen to this. Listen to this sound. That's a pretty good sound, I like that. Maybe it's got something to do with voodoo or something. I don't know why, that's my first guess. If anybody knows what this is, definitely let me know in the comments, because I'm not even sure if I should keep this. I'm not even sure if I should be keeping this inside my house, but okay, let's move on. I'm gonna pull both of these out at the same time here. We've got an old key. Like a really, looks like, sort of like a handcuff key. But I don't see any other boxes in there or anything, so I don't know what it goes to. I'm gonna set it with the flash drive for now, I'm not real sure. And then a little, it appears to be a syringe with some sort of little bit of like silver gray substance in it. I'm not gonna be injecting it, I'll tell you that much. Okay, we've got, oh my God. What is this, dude? Bro, what is this? Are you kidding me right now? This is so unnecessary. I hate dolls anyway. Okay, I'll just show you. So it's a doll. And she's obviously covered in blood because everything seems to be covered in blood. And she's missing a foot. She's missing a foot and it's very bloody, which is a strange, I don't think dolls have blood in them. So I don't know why her injury would be bleeding, and then I don't know what's going on up here either. Here, I'll get her close so you can really get a look at her. And then the leg. She appears to have had a bit of an accident, and her hair is wet. Again, I don't understand why everything coming out of here is wet now. But we're gonna just move her over to here. That's so weird. That is such a weird thing for somebody to send. We've got a few things that look like this in here. This is a little circular glass container of some sort. It's sticky and it's really filthy. It's really dirty. I'm pretty sure that's hair. And it looks like it's been in there way longer than she has, so I don't think it's her hair. Maybe I'll send it off to the FBI and get a DNA sample on it, perhaps. You guys get this video to 50,000 likes, I'll send this off to the FBI and I'll get a DNA sample and we'll find out who this hair belongs to, okay? All right, we've got a few more things to pull out. We've got, again, another, I'm not an expert on this stuff. I'm not an expert on this stuff, but I do believe that's a crystal of some sort. Come on. I do believe that's a crystal of some sort. It's cool looking. But I mean, same thing I said about the last crystal. I don't really know what to do about that. We've got a crumpled up piece of paper. Okay. It seems like it's just got a bunch of numbers on it. Just a bunch of numbers. The last number on the page is 61. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, and then I think, I'm going to show you guys right there above my finger. I believe that's 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, and then it basically just does this all the way to 61. So I'm not going to read all the numbers. I'm not going to waste your time reading all the numbers. You get the idea. Basically, it's just numbered 1 to 61, and then that's it. There's nothing on the back, and then it's just these numbers. And again, they're just in order, and it starts at the top, and it goes from 1 all the way down, and then the last number is 61. So again, I wouldn't waste your time reading every single number on the page, but here you go. I don't know what it means either. So. Okay, we've got, oh, whoa. Can you see this down here? That is disgusting. That is disgusting. What? That's definitely not blood. What in the hell is that? Oh, fuck. That's the worst thing I've ever smelled in my life. That is the worst thing I've ever smelled in my life. All right, moving on to the next item. We've got, oh, dude, come on. Come on. It's clearly a kid's shoe, and it's covered in blood. Like, this is just weird. Like if you want to, I get if you want to be weird and send weird stuff, but like this is, anything with kids is like really weird, dude. It's a small child's left shoe covered in blood. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. It's her left foot. And it's a left shoe covered in blood. And if I do like this, like you can see, like I think if she had a foot, what does this mean? What could it mean? Let me know in the comments what you think this means. That can't be a coincidence, right? Whoever put this box together put this stuff in here intentionally, right? Okay, you know what? We'll double up. 50,000 likes and I'll find out whose blood this is on the shoe as well. We'll find out who the hair belongs to, and then we'll find out whose blood this is on the shoe, and maybe get justice. Maybe get some justice for 50,000 likes, okay? What is this? Lots of, oh, whoa. Guys, I'm starting to think whoever sent me this box might have done something bad. And I think this might be what they did it with. And I bet you there's fingerprints all over this. I bet this thing is covered in the fingerprints of the person who did this. So you guys know what to do. You guys know what to do. You gotta smash that like button. 50,000 likes, justice will be served. Man, that's crazy. I guess I'll just wrap it back up. I don't want to get fingerprints all over it. I don't want to taint it, so I'm gonna just leave it. I'm gonna leave it wrapped up and just set it over to the side. And then we've got 2 more items. I'm gonna take them both out at the same time. Okay, we've got another glass vial with some sort of powder in it. It smells, it's gross. Like, it's not bad, but it's like disgusting. You know what I mean? Like, it's not bad, but I hate it a lot. But it's not bad, but it's probably the 3rd or 4th worst thing I've ever smelled. But like, not bad. You know what I mean? Oh, that's bad. But like, it's not bad. You know what I'm saying? But man, that's really bad, dude. And then the last thing in the box is some sort of, oh, it opens. It's like a tiny VHS. It's like a tiny VHS tape. Let me look at the front of it. Oh, okay. It says I'll just show you. It says the Beach Boys on it. The Beach Boys. And they See, the reason I think these might be connected is because it has Mo written on it in the same red substance that was on the picture, and then Coco up here. But on both of them, Coco's at the top. The word Coco, here, I'll show you. The word Coco is at the top here, and then also here. And then Mo is under it. So maybe, so there's 5 people on this thing, on this little one. There's Coco and Mo on the picture. I feel like I want you to see what I'm talking about here. There's 5 people here, and we've got Coco up at the top here, and we've got Mo. And the O and Mo is around someone's face. I don't know if that means it's the same person as here. It looks like it could be. And then Coco's written, but there's no, I don't really know how to tell who Coco is here. But here it's this guy, and then here's Mo. And then these 3 are crossed out. So maybe, I don't know. They look younger in the bigger picture, but I guess maybe these 3 are dead now? Did the person who sent me this box kill 3 of these people? Because it looks like this was I don't know, some sort of group. The Beach Boys in Harmony. The Beach Boys. So maybe this was like a group of dudes that used to just hang out at the beach all the time, and this person, for whatever reason, I guess had a problem with it, and maybe has killed 3 of them, and all that's left now are Coco and Mo. Coco, Mo. Coco's kind of an interesting name. I've known people named Mo. I don't think I've ever met anyone named Coco though. Coco Mo. The Beach Boys. What does it mean? What does it mean with the rest of the box? I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. 50,000 likes and we'll get to the bottom of this. We'll figure out whose hair it is, whose blood is all over everything in this box. Who are these Beach Boys and Coco and Mo? What happened to the other 3 people in the group? Man, I don't have any idea like who would send stuff like this. That's going to do it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. I had a lot of fun making this one. On my Patreon, there is a bit of a behind the scenes, the making of the Dark Web Mystery Box video. If that interests you and you want to support the channel, you can go check that out. That video will be available along with at least one Patreon exclusive video every month. And I try to do a little bit more behind the scenes, try to be active on there throughout the month, but you'll get at least one exclusive video a month. So if that interests you at all, it's there. Big shout out to my current Patreon members. I appreciate you guys so much. It means a lot that anybody wants to watch my content at all, but the fact that there's some people that like it so much they want to go to Patreon and support the channel to that extent really does mean a lot to me. I appreciate you guys very much. Hope you have a good one. Be careful out there. The dark web is a dangerous place, and we'll see you in the next one.